So what's going on with that YouTube video about Genshin? Twitter seems to be exploding about that video. And like, I saw some clips from the video and I'm like, might be some of the worst takes on Genshin I've ever heard. This video. This is a known Genshin YouTuber. So like, from what I've heard, there's like motherfucker, I don't think this is true. There's the motherfuckers headcanoning that this person is like paid off by fucking Kuro Games to show. That's just fucking diabolical. The reason I know that's not true, chat, is because when I get sponsors from MUA, I literally get told, don't say anything derogatory or offensive about other games. This does have 17,000 likes. So it seems like it's one of those videos where if you hate Genshin, you fucking push this video, you know, for your narrative. If you like Genshin, you shit on this video. And one of the things that I saw that people have the biggest gripes in this video is that a bunch of complaints of her seem to be her own headcanons on characters pre-release. She called Linnea a pedo? What? Branded a react?
With this character. I feel like a crazy person because I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't think she's adorable and in fact recognizes her for the creepy freak that she is. First of all, she clearly has absolutely no respect for living things that are not traditionally human. She keeps asking to touch and pet the Melusines as if they are not whole people. It's especially creepy because the Melusines are made to look like children. Having an adult character who is high-key obsessed with them and can't treat them as the people they are was a fucked up move on Hoyo's part. They literally make a point.
Oh, bro. I don't want to generalize people, but this is the exact type of people that I wish didn't come into gacha gaming because of COVID. I miss the old gacha community. Watch this part for 10 seconds. It's not a story spoiler.
These women are nearly naked.
A headfirst dive into misogynistic fan service.
Now, and not only does that make me mad and uncomfortable from a standpoint of being a woman who feels objectified just by looking at these designs, but also from a character design standpoint. I have quite a bit to say about the sharp drop-off in not only the quality of the Genshin character designs, but also in the tastefulness of them. To show you what I mean.
Did you just say a drop in quality of the Genshin character? Wait, what? That one of the few things that you could glaze about Genshin is that the character design quality has gotten better. The models look better than ever. What? How has Genshin quality of their models gotten worse? What?
As dumb as her takes up from the other side, who gets mad over what a random person online says about a freaking video game.
Well, here's the thing. Most normal human beings, when you don't like a video game, you just quit. But she made a 55-minute video talking about how much she doesn't like it. You know? Oh.
And we can talk about some early Genshin designs to compare them to more recent ones. I think it's important to discuss the physical elements of these characters.
Granted, I understand where she's coming from as someone who, you know, she says she's played Genshin since late 2020, right? So probably a day oneer. And like, as someone who was also a day oneer on Genshin, I had a lot of gripes. My relationship with Genshin has literally had its fucking high of highs and low of lows, where I literally called Dawei inbred and fucking crashed out about Abyss and loadouts. You know? So like, I understand if you can be frustrated in a game, right? But like this, like some of the stuff in this video is so insanely nitpicky to the point where, like, if you don't like it this much, why are you still playing? Like, I don't know.
First, before we discuss the fan service elements of their
Only
presentation.
bigger LARPer than you has been found. Whoa, 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 whoa. Says you, buddy. Eunuch, without a doubt, have been, and still are the face of Genshin in the Western content creating space. And how long? I don't actually even know. Are you fully caught up on Genshin Story? Last time we checked, a year ago, I was ahead of you. Missing last patch only. Oh, are ya? Only one patch. Well, you better catch up, buddy, because I'm pushing through Notcry. It would be a real shame if this LARPer ass gets ahead of you again in Genshin Story. Ooh, that would be tragic. That would be tragic.
And writing and personalities, because the physical appearance is the most obvious element. but I promise we will get to the other stuff in due time.
Brother, Nefer is one of the greatest character designs Genshin has ever fucking produced.
Also keep in mind that I'm only going to be talking about female characters because most of the time, the male characters are almost always covered from chin to toe now.
Brother, I'm gonna be honest, if she had a Twitter, her Twitter banner would be Risley and Nouvelette deep-throating each other.
AKA the fan service.
Bro, because I swear to God, the majority of people who complain about Genshin female design are the same people who are retweeting like full-on like naked yaoi Genshin art. How do you know this? Because there's a type on Twitter, okay? There's a type, and they're all the same.
Opportunity. One of the first characters I'll
Wrong,
mention is
Mavukia
Lisa,
clears Nefer
one of the very
attained even
first
close.
anime-
Okay, no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. No.
fan servicey characters that we're introduced to in the game. She teases the traveler, she calls them cutie, and she's averse to doing any sort of work.
This girl is a Fujo LARPer. We can sexualize any male no matter what clothes he wears.
True. And I'm gonna be honest, Chad, I've said this multiple times too. I actually prefer my female characters to have more clothing than less clothing. You guys know my take on this. I really don't like when characters are like naked because that's boring. You know, I like the character having a really cool outfit. Like, I prefer that more. Me when I lie, that's not true. I'm not lying. You guys have heard me say this, you know?
Her character design
whatever, bro.
Communicates so much about her, though, nonetheless. Her hairstyle, which is very loose and almost looks like it's falling out on one side, shows us that lazy element of her personality. Her purple, black, and gold color
Two
palette
clowns fighting with each other on who's the bigger clown. Brother, you and Zyx are the biggest LARPers on the CC space and with the worst hairline too. Hug it out.
Poppy, you probably look like fucking Caps on G2. You want to know what that means? Fucking strands hanging on for dear life to cover up that fucking balding ass line. I really don't know why Caps is balding so hard, bro. It's actually, it feels bad, but yeah.
Communicates her element of electro, but also a sense of importance, luxuriousness, and magic. Her classically styled witch hat also conveys the latter, of course. Yae Miko is similar to Lisa in terms of teasing personality, although Miko can get a bit more cruel and self-indulgent with it. She has a sharper eye shape.
There's some crazy-ass headcanon on what character outfits must mean.
Than Lisa's gentle round eyes to indicate this part of her personality. Her outfit is also a stylized version of a traditional Japanese shrine maiden outfit, giving her the required amount of gacha game sexiness while also showing her spiritual importance in Inazuma.
I feel like Yae Miko's pretty fucking gooner coated, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Her outfit's hella fucking armpits and everything, man. Full legs, fucking. What's she saying, bro? She's saying like this is the right amount. But Lauma, that's too far.
Playing League professionally is probably what's
Lauma is where you must stop. You can't go that far. Yae Miko is the line. Do not cross it. Like, all right.
Than the other shrine maidens also signifies that her role is the most important of all of them. Her hair is the color of a sakura blossom, and she has cherry blossom motifs in her clothing, again emphasizing her Japanese inspiration, but also her connection to the sacred sakura of Inazuma, which is deeply connected with her element of electro. Xinyan is one of my favorite Liyuan character designs because
oh my god, come on, like
version of mine exudes. She's got this big connection to her of her. They communicate information a good kill. Not only that, but they also get more and more boring and more insulting as time goes on.
Wait, what?
And it is ironically what many characters begin with. This is what makes a good character design, and it is ironically what many character designs in modern Genshin fail to do. Not only that, but they also get more and more boring and more insulting as time goes on. So let's take a walk through them, shall we? This ought to be fun. One of my least favorite recent characters is Citlali. Again, I know a fan favorite, but I'm sorry, I do not like her. Her design certainly isn't the most offensive of the Natlan ones. I just find her annoying. I do think her English VA is very good at their job and that they do a great job with Citlali's voice, but I really just don't like the character's writing. We will talk about that in a bit. One of the things I dislike about her design, though, is this goddamn leotard that she's wearing. This girl is literally wearing a thong. The sweater thing would go right up her butt crack. I cannot stand stuff like this. Also, side note real quick, I have to pause to talk about the state of Genshin character trailers. Can we talk about how these
Make
videos
the men
used to be
naked too and we're good.
actual showcases of the characters' combat abilities with like little elements of story sprinkled in? Ones that
Why are we watching this?
strike this balance well, in my opinion, are Nahida's trailer, Farina's trailer, and Arlecchino's trailer. But now, character trailers are either, 1, headache-inducing fan edits with these wildly inappropriate aesthetic choices, like,
Okay, first of all, I don't disagree with like some of the character trailers being just like fucking, visual spam, like barf of just like stuff coming out, but I don't know about what the fuck did she just say?
trailers are either, 1, headache-inducing fan edits with these wildly inappropriate aesthetic choices.
Okay, I don't know about inappropriate aesthetic choice. I don't know about that one, but I do agree that like Genshin has had a history since like I remember like Scaramouche's trailer. It's like that's one of the most memorable ones for me. Wanderer's trailer, where like it's just like it literally did feel like a 2010s like fucking edit that one of my friends did in our fucking what is it, graphic design class. Like it did feel like that, like, so I do see that sometimes, but like I don't think it's that big of an issue,
like Nefer's trailer or Sea Lollies. Or 2, music videos that make me feel like I'm going to implode from cringing, like Shilonen or Mawika's trailer.
Wait, low key though, these were in hindsight they're fire. At the time they were like a little questionable, but like, looking back on them now, I don't dislike them that much.
At most, these ones show the elemental burst animation. It doesn't tell you anything about what it's like to actually play the character in the video game that I'm supposed to be pulling for them in. Tell me how that's supposed to give me a good impression of these characters. Anyway, back to Sea Lolly's outfit. It's the same thing with Mawika. Her design features a zipper that goes all the way around between her legs up to her back. That can't be comfortable, right? Especially riding a motorcycle. And also, what exactly does this design communicate about Mawika other than being a biker? Yeah, I guess she's got sun imagery to represent her Archon hood, but to me, her hair is the only thing about her design that gives me Pyro Archon. But then, all of that still goes away when she fights and her hair lights up. And then we have Veresa.
No, what is she about to say about my best girl?
I was really excited about this design when I saw the silhouette in that same teaser we were talking about earlier. Oh my gosh, a girl that's a cow. Oh my god, that's gonna be so cute. I love these braids and the big horns. I mean, I wonder what kind of color palette she'll have. Maybe like browns and greens, something earthy because she's a farm animal. Oh.
What is wrong with this?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that works too. Just kidding. I hate this design. One of my least favorites in the entire game. I just like...
Bro, no, the motherfuckers that be like hating on these designs, I'll bet her whole wardrobe is from Anthropology.
What was the point, dude?
Not throwing shade at Anthropology, but
Hawaii themed. She's got hearts and bows everywhere. She wears leg warmers and a cardigan. The skirt is pointless because it's too short to cover her ass. You expect me to believe that this is a lucha libre fighter? I know that luchadoras often dress in similar silhouettes to Veresa's outfit, but they didn't incorporate any elements of the culture that Veresa is inspired by, or the one that her name comes from.
So this thing literally says may be named. Like the thing she's referencing even says may be named after. It's not even guaranteed. This is just may be named, and she just take most likely inspo considering other Natlanese names. Oh god.
The one that her
Getting mad over non-concrete things because you headcanon it to be true.
name comes from. There are plenty of lucha libre fighters who incorporate elements of their culture into their costumes. They could have gotten really creative with it, but it's not like it even matters because we never even get to see her fight like a luchadora in the game. It's all just
Are the bad
food
outfits in the
bullshit
room
and
with
falling
us?
on her ass all the time. It's especially frustrating because the animators have been getting really creative with the normal attack animations lately. They could have gone crazy with her and made her do insane moves, something like this. Like I said earlier, I was interested too in Escoffier's design based on the silhouette, but I was also very disappointed with this reveal. Not only does this outfit make no sense with regards to breaking up any colors or with this weird heart theming that she has, similar to Veresa. Again, I don't know why they keep doing this, but her outfit is literally just the sexy chef Halloween costume. She's wearing an apron.
What's wrong with that?
Underneath it. Not only is that insulting, but it's boring and it's lazy. You guys literally couldn't bother to design a shirt for her to wear under this apron.
Oh, bro, we literally live in an era where apparently everything under the sun is insulting to something. Oh, God, man.
They would just rather put more effort into the detailing on her fucking stockings than design her a shirt.
Wait, her stockings look nice, though.
Makes me mad in a similar way because they literally took an already very revealing outfit and made her more naked when she made the transition from NPC to playable character.
This is the... what?
Lauma is one of the ones that makes me the saddest because I actually really love the way that she's written in the narrative. Her voice acting is so beautiful and gentle, and I find her quiet strength to be really, really compelling. It just sucks because she would be perfect if she wasn't almost naked. For Lauma, I don't feel hatred like I do for Veresa because Lauma has good writing to make up for her design. I just feel bad for her. Like, oh my god, you poor woman. You're probably so cold and uncomfortable all the time. Actually, she's named after a creature from Baltic folklore that's traditionally depicted as a nude woman. That is literally just another excuse to make a woman with large breasts walk around with a single piece.
Oh my god, bro. So, according to her, you have to, if it's a name possibly referencing another mythological thing with some type of like roots, it has to be that. But when it is that, it's not good. Oh my god, brother. Pick a fucking holy moly. This is giving me a headache. So Veresa's bad for not being like a fertility goddess, and Lauma's bad for being like the reference that she is. Oh, these one video hater Andes always show up before a big Genshin region. It has happened every year since Sumeru. I mean, listen, if you're like a gacha tribalist and you're going off of this and being like, yeah, Genshin bad, you should not be going off of this. Because guess what? Players like this are saying Genshin bad, I'm gonna quit, or it's bad. You know where they're gonna be looking to do? They're gonna look to move to your game. And if she thinks these things about Genshin's designs, imagine if she plays Wuthering Waves. Or any of, like, if you see people like talk like this about these games, you should want them to leave just gacha game. You should not enable her to be like, yeah, Genshin, but join our game, and then she's just gonna do the same thing in your game. She wouldn't last a day in the Fate universe. She wouldn't last a day with the Wua fan base either. If she started nitpicking character designs in the Wua fan base, brother, she would get absolutely fucking triple roasted crucified.